Hello, and welcome to day one of the NCAA's annual Diversity and Inclusion campaign. My name is Kevin Crompton, and I am a graduate assistant inside Pace University's athletic department. Today's theme is My Story Matters, exploring student athletes' identities, perspectives, and experiences. The purpose of this day is for students to showcase how they are more than just athletes and that their stories can make a difference. So we're joined now by a member of the swimming and diving team and four-time NE10 champion who is also the holder of 7 program records, Annie Keppel-Palmer. Annie, thanks for joining us today. Happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
First off, let's start with you're a native of England. So why don't you talk a little bit about how you ended up here at Pace, why you wanted to come here, and kind of how the whole transition went.
Coming to school in the US was something that was always kind of in the back of my mind. And originally I wasn't going to pursue it. I just thought I'd stay at home, be a college student at home and probably not swim actually. But I got the opportunity to come to Pace and to swim, be part of the swimming and diving team. And it was, if someone's presenting with the opportunity, you can't say no. I got the opportunity to, travel halfway across the world and continue doing the sport I love whilst getting an amazing college education. So yeah, I definitely have enjoyed my time here at Pace and continuing to enjoy it in my senior year. I feel like it's crazy. I'm already a senior. I feel like I'm still a freshman.
And how did the transition go and kind of why Pace?
So for me, the transition wasn't too difficult. I guess England isn't too different from the US, and I grew up in London before moving out, so that's kind of similar to the city. So I was already kind of used to, everyone speaks English here. It's very similar in setup, so it wasn't too hard. But obviously, transitioning from high school to college, regardless of where you're coming from, is a big transition. But at Pace, they made it so easy. Like, it's such a big family. That's how I always describe Pace to anyone. There's really like an emphasis on the community and family aspect. And that's really what led to me coming to Pace.
You've also, you've had a ton of success in the pool, obviously have the records and 4 NE10 champions. Um, did you anticipate kind of being this successful and gaining all of these accolades?
Definitely not. Yeah, it came as a surprise to me. I had a really good freshman year, and since then, I feel like I've been doing relatively well every year. I was able to, hold my title in the 200 back every year, which has been great. Especially as a freshman, like being able to go to the NCAA championships is not something that anyone kind of expects. It just happened, and I was extremely fortunate and grateful for that opportunity.
So, we're doing this kind of interview as part of NCAA's Diversity and Inclusion Week that they're doing. Our swimming and diving team at Pace has featured an extremely diverse, group of students, a lot of foreign students, different countries represented. What has that kind of been like? How have you guys been able to come together, despite maybe language or cultural differences?
It's really amazing that I now have all these friends from all over the world because obviously when I was back home in England, I didn't really have friends from all over the world. I didn't have friends from the Caribbean, from Asia, from like Spain. Like I didn't know anyone from those countries. So definitely it's really cool that and diving has been what's brought us all together. And that's like the commonality between all of us. And it's really taught me more about other people and how to interact with other people because I feel like every day my teammates are teaching me new things, whether it's like what type of food they have at home or different customs they do or different holidays or anything. And yeah, it's great.
Great. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks so much, Annie, for joining us on day one of the NCAA Diversity and Inclusion Week.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kevin.